Hello, my name's Pete Ashby, and thank you very much for your time now for this series on releasing ambition. The other day I was talking to a chief executive and I mentioned this book by David Marquette. Terrific book I've just recently read and wrote a blog post on, Turn the Ship Around. It's absolutely great on the leader to leader model. And I said, hey, have you seen the Marquette book? And he looked at me and he said, look, Pete, I'm spending 20 hours a day running this organisation. I'm afraid, like though I do, I haven't got time to go and read these books. Can't you give me a few bullet points to sort of move me on? Isn't that what you're about? I thought that was a fair challenge, and I came up with 6, and I just wanted to share them with you, and I really, really hope they're helpful. The first one, to me, is more important than any others, and it's very much about you as chief executive. I think whenever you have the opportunity, you need to be saying to groups of your staff in all sorts of situations, we are all leaders. That's how you see them. That's your take on their role as staff members. Every member of your organisation and whatever job they do has moments, has times when they are called upon to act as leaders on behalf of the organisation. And it's key that you are saying that, because in our culture, leadership is still a very elitist term. And unless you are saying that's how you see your people, many of them will say, not my job to lead, that's what they're paid to do, Gov. My job is to do what I'm told and keep my head down and keep out of mischief. That's how it is. And you need to be signalling your view of leadership. Secondly, I think you should build on that by saying with your top team, we devolve authority down. We spread authority across our organisation as much as we can, so that those at the interface with our customers and clients and users and patients and students and whoever they might be, those who are at that point of contact with people who are buying our services and using what we have to offer, they feel empowered and they feel they have authority. They are trusted by us to use their judgment to make sure that our users are getting the best possible experience they could have through engaging our services. Absolutely key. But number 3, I think you then need to set that in context and say, but we differentiate between ends and means. Our ends are agreed with our board, and if you have shareholders, need to be signed off by your shareholders. We have governance arrangements for accountability, and at the top you do need to keep control of our ends and where you're heading as an organisation. Means are another matter. There is so often no single right way to achieve the end, and all the time there is a learning and development process that you want everyone in on. And let's be frank, one of the problems we have is we do have a knack for taking some good ideas too far. The ISO standards have been terrific in many ways, but I'm afraid many organisations have a bit of an army of process control freaks who produce manuals about anything and everything, and these processes that are about means often get in the way of staff exercising their own judgment and creativity. And the more we can have a few bonfires of some process manuals, the better. And I think the way to do it is to say to your people, if it's about means, I want you to use that judgment. And that's what empowering you and giving you authority and sharing leadership with you is about. And why is that so important? Because of number 4, which is, I think you need to be saying time and again, we are all innovators. I want you in on shared leadership. I want you to feel authority. I really want you to use your judgment in relation to the means, because innovation, our shared creativity, is an ongoing constant process. Every great innovator knows a big innovation is 2,000 or 3,000 tiny incremental steps forward that create the big one. It never stops. It's always underway. There's always that sense of evolution, and you need to be saying to your people that innovation process is about you and it involves you. Absolutely key. But, and this leads on to number 5, we invite supportive challenge. You say to your people, I see you as innovators, not just doing it behind closed doors on your own without regard to others, but saying to others, hey, I want to try this. What do you reckon? I reckon this could give our people a better deal. I'll try it and I'll let you know what I make of it. And give me your reaction as well, because we are all learning from each other. We are all growing together. We are innovating together. We are challenging each other, always in a supportive way, to make that innovation process as rich and customer-centric as it can possibly be. And very, very finally, this leads on to the proposition that for you as chief exec, you as the chief releaser of the ambitions of others, you offering up your ambitions, you saying, hey guys, these are my ambitions for our organisation. I want to share them with you, not for you to passively write them down and say, okay, Gov, that's what we'll do, but to give me your feedback, to help grow some, to offer your ambitions, and we'll put them alongside ours and we'll negotiate, we'll work them up together, we will own them together because we are all leaders together. Yes, the buck stops here on certain things, we know that. The job of chief exec is to sign off ends with the board to make sure targets are met, but to foster a culture of innovation and creativity, the richness of focusing on your clients and customers and users and saying we are all innovators, we're all part of this journey, we all challenge each other in a supportive way. We share ambition, hugely exciting. And that's why I felt, thank you, David Marquet, you did it on a nuclear sub. How awesome is that? Many are doing it in other organisations already. We're lucky enough to be working with some of you now. The Windsor process, the Windsor experiences are all about this. We're moving ambition on, sharing ambition, releasing ambition. And thank you for your time now. And I really hope this has been of some use. And obviously give us feedback because we want to support you as much as we possibly can. Thank you ever so much.